Greetings, beloveds. Beloveds, each thought that one thinks weaves a tapestry. It is like thread or yarn. It builds fabrics, it builds cloths, it builds buildings and structures, it builds nations, it builds countries, it builds worlds, dimensions, merely through the act of thinking. None were raised in a society where it was said, pause long enough to see the distance between what is being thought and the one that is observing the thought, the one that is producing the thought. What are the thoughts that are held on to? What are the thoughts that are believed? What are the thoughts that are reinforced? What is the structure of what it is that you are building based on the beliefs that you have apprehended and made your own? What is it that you are allowing yourself to create, to manifest through your own divinity by the thoughts that you think, the thoughts that you have come to believe? Beloveds, for you to do an inquiry into what it is that you perceive the world to be must always correlate itself back to the thoughts that you have allowed yourself, you have empowered yourself to manifest and to create with. If you could take a ball of yarn and you could begin to unfurl it, dismantle it, what happens when you get to the center? You realize that what is there is nothing. And yet you have substantiated this thought system. You have created and manifested a world that ultimately has nothing to it. There is no substance. It is all just pure energy. And the energy that is meant to be associated with it, beloveds, is that of what you have considered and have come to know to be love. And yet you have piled on top of it meanings and significances that continue to trip you up. So we would ask that you would take a look at the thoughts and the beliefs that you have that have constructed the very world that you consider to be real, and come to know that there is nothing to them. Now you would say, how could there be nothing to them? I have spouses, I have children, I have parents, I have siblings, I have a job, I have a home. But do you really, beloveds? Do you really? What if you could untangle all of this and find out that there is nothing that is there, except for the mind that has created a belief there is something that is indeed real? When you come to understand that all that has ever been real is you having an experience of life itself through breath, you will learn to attune your breath to the very thoughts that you think, and you will allow yourself to eradicate what you have manifested as real and somewhat terrifying to yourselves, what you have learned and taught yourself to fear. There is nothing to be feared, beloveds. Truly, there is nothing to be forgiven. All that there is meant to do is to experience through breath every feeling and every emotion and even every thought that comes to you, and to let it pass through, to allow it to subside. For it means nothing more than that which you have given to it. So yes, when you come to that very first lesson, saying nothing I see means anything, understand that you are indeed the one who has said, but this holds significance for me. This means something to me. This was given to me as a gift. Everything is a gift, beloveds. There is not one that means more than another. Can you truly allow yourself the freedom and the acceptance of knowing that the only thing that is truly real is the very breath that you are, the very breath of life and love that you are? You go with our blessings. As always, beloved ones, we ask you to ponder this. We ask you to consider this, for your freedom lies within it. Blessings to you, beloved ones. We will speak with you again.